my assistant finally showed up. Randy, where the hell have you been?
Well, I was just completing a DoorDash order. It's hard to be an assistant and a DoorDash delivery at the same time. Oh, hello.
Tom Kearney told me all about you.
Tom Kearney.
Yeah.
Tom Kearney said. I've never met a Tom Kearney. I don't know that name.
Oh.
It means nothing to me.
I wanted like a talent agent, you know, for acting.
I'm a talent agent. I also sell Oriental rugs. Have you ever heard of implants?
Brain implants? You want me to get a brain implant? Tom, is that?
Hey, Joel!
Hey, Tom. It's good to see you. What's going on?
How you been?
I'm pretty good. Sorry, I couldn't come to your 4th of July thing, you know? 4th of July.
Right. Well, you know, no worries, me mango. You know, like I told you, they blew like $80,000 worth of fireworks right over our backyard.
That's a lot.
It was crazy.
It's a lot.
I know. Well, as it turned out, it was too much. It was too much.
Oh, did they blow up your house or something?
No, not the neighbors.
You blew up the neighbor's house?
They're fine. They're fine. I almost had to go to the hospital though.
Shrapnel?
No, my neck. I threw my neck out, just looking up to like, trying to see the fireworks. It was a mess, and I got a little mess. They put me in traction. I'm fine.
It's really tragic. Did you see what happened here with the LAPD? They had some fireworks that they confiscated, and they were gonna. Yeah, they blew up their entire.
No!
Yeah, their entire police truck. I know. This
Holy
happened.
moly, me mango.
Yeah, this happened just down in the middle of the street, not far from our place.
If you need a real estate agent.
Oh no, I don't need a real estate.
I got
agent.
a guy.
I don't need a real estate agent. You know, actually, I need a talent agent. And I met with that guy that you sent me to. You know, the weird guy up in Seattle. I think he's your agent, right?
No. I would not refer you to any agent that I personally work with because I like you too much, Joel.
Wow.
Randy. Okay, he's not for everyone or really anyone.
Wait a minute, Randy?
Really?
Is Randy a moose?
Randy.
Is he a moose? Or an elk or something? Anyway,
What?
whatever. Forget Randy, okay? You
No,
sent me to somebody.
He's my rug rep, Joel.
Oh, you sent me to your
That's where I
rug
get all
rep?
my beautiful rugs. That's where, yes.
He's not your agent?
No, he hooks me up with fantastic, like, ornamental rugs. I have them all over the house.
Oh my
Look, you would have seen them if you would have bothered to come to the 4th of July party. But, you know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry, Tom.
Look, forget about it. Look, have you seen this guy's commercial?
No,
have you
I
seen this guy's commercial? I'm going to try to pull it up right now. There you go.
We swear we won't ever be back. It ain't gonna happen.
Wow.
Forget about it. We're shutting it down.
Yeah.
We've lost our
That's
Nice.
him. That is him. That's the guy I talked to.
We're done.
Yes.
Closing shop.
He
He's
seems
really dedicated.
Bolts
Yeah,
the doors.
he seems really dedicated to selling rugs.
We're gonna board the place up. Nail it
Yeah,
shut.
yeah.
Big nails.
Is he going out of business?
Stealing it
Is that
all.
why he's
We're
being a
out.
talent agent?
Every 6 months, something seems to come up. But this guy, I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you buy a rug from that guy, or let him? He would get you a Scorsese, don't you think?
He seems a little crazy, but yeah, I mean, I guess.
Well, sometimes that's what it takes, Joel.
Yeah, if he was that passionate about selling rugs, you know, he could sell my acting, right?
Roscoe's Oriental Rug Emporium.
Well,
Going out of business
that's for
since
sure. I mean,
1950.
He says that he'll rep me, but only if I get an implant.
an implant,
Yeah, an implant.
like in the cheek, like
No.
a cheek implant.
No.
No,
No.
like a hair implant.
No, that would be really
Like
weird.
something
Where
like
would I
that?
implant hair? I've got so much hair.
Are you thinking like a penile?
No,
Implant?
Tom. Apparently that gives you Frankenweenie.
Well, I mean that's what I heard. I don't know.
Okay, Tom. He wants me to get a brain implant. Yeah.
Is that all?
What do you mean, is that all? He wants to put something in my brain.
Man? We're all getting them, man. I mean, this is going to be the norm, brah.
Yeah, but I was hoping not now, and I don't want to be the guinea pig.
Oh, well, shit. I love mine.
But you have one?
Guinea pig. Guinea pig. Yeah, his name is Ted.
No. A brain implant. A brain implant. Do you have one?
Oh, no. Not exactly.
What do you mean, not exactly?
But think about the bountiful benefits of a brain implant, buddy.
What do you mean? What's going on? What are you doing to my computer?
Okay, here's the top 10 reasons for getting a brain implant. All right, are you ready?
I guess.
Okay, number 1. Get your lines instantly. I mean, no more wasting times for lines, right? They're right there. They're all in there.
Wow,
They're ready to go, pal.
That's pretty good. That's good.
Number 2, you can get your audition notices, your call backs, and your bookings delivered right to your brain, brother. I mean,
Whoa.
what's there not to like about that?
Yeah,
Right?
That's pretty good. Okay.
Number
okay.
3, enhanced talent.
Enhanced talent. What's that
You
mean?
can download the talent of Jared Leto or Chris Hemsworth right into your brain. You can't get the biceps or the abs.
How is that possible? What
get
does that
I'm-
even mean? I mean, I like the talent that I have,
Right.
Tom.
No, we're not talking about just acting here, Joel.
Oh, right.
That brings us to number 4. The director can upload all his notes right into your brain. That
Oh.
way you don't have any kind of lost moments on the set. You know what the notes are. You can move and groove with the director in real time, right?
That seems really weird to
It
me.
just
Tom.
makes sense.
No, it seems really weird.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
You
like
know
it.
what? Here, Joel. Joel, don't be a fuddy-duddy, okay? All right, me mango.
Wait
All
a
right,
minute.
number
What's this
5.
next one?
You can get your orders directly from Gorgon.
What do you mean, Gorgon?
Gorgon,
Who's
get-
Gorgon? Wait a minute. It just said get my orders from Gorgon? What the hell are you talking? Now it says Amazon. Wait a minute. Who's Gorgon?
All right. Okay. I think we should continue this later. All right. Just get the implant and don't even try to use the Skype type crap anymore. Okay. Just
mean
go
we're-
chip to chip from now on.
We're gonna
chip
be able
to
to
chip.
We're gonna be able to communicate through these things, these chips.
Yes, Joel. We'll directly hardwire to each other. Not with words, though. With feelings.
Oh, that's strange. I don't know if I like that.
You'll get used to it. We'll all get used to it.
Whoa. What's going on, Tom? Something weird's going on with you.
Look, I gotta go. Okay? I gotta go.
Okay.
This is Tom Kearney signing out.
Oh my God.
Did Kearney just say he takes orders from Gorgon? That's not good.
No, it can't be good. Anyway, let's just get on with the show, okay? I'm gonna get myself a modem. 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 Whoa, I'm gonna get myself a modem in my brain, I think. I don't know. Anybody out there in the chat room want to get themselves a modem in their brain, a neural implant? Is that something that we're going to be jumping to? Because I don't know. It doesn't seem, but I got to get an agent. So, I'm considering it. And that Kearney, I don't know if I trust him. He said he had a guinea pig. I don't even believe that. Prediction. They'll give everybody implants, but still keep everybody from voting. Yeah, that's probably true. Let's look at some puppies because we got some puppies here from Todd Lee. They're cooling off. Colonoscopy. the colonoscopy there in the chill room with the chill misty thing. I don't know what that is. Some kind of misty thing. Anyway, these are some fantastic dogs. Todd Lee's dogs. One of them's name is Walter. The other one, we'll find out. Guy Flies. Hey, Guy Fly, Wi-Fi guy. Yeah, so we're going to move on to some breathing, because that's what we do at the top of the show. This is an old school kind of show. It's a solo show. It's just going to be me, and we're going to talk about some really interesting stuff. Some of it's involving space, some of it's involving neural implants, and we're going to immediately go into the Trash Panda comedy room, because I'd like to talk. I recently was visited by Guignel, and I'd like to talk about that a little bit. Detox, maybe, decompress, post-mortem. I don't know what they call it, but I'd like to just talk about that. The Trash Panda Comedy Club. And this is beautiful. So sweet. Yeah. This is the top, 17 views from space. It's on the NASA website. NASA's got all kinds of incredible stuff, as you know. These are different places. You can, look at them. You can guess what they're going to be. It's really quite beautiful. I think the most beautiful is the beginning. I mean, not the most beautiful, but the most startling is the Aurora Borealis in Canada. I didn't realize you could see it from space. Does anybody know what the Aurora Borealis really is? I don't even know if we know. It has something to do with ions. It has something to do with solar flares. It has something to do with the magnetic thing that's around the Earth. It's very complicated. There's the Russian Federation shelter belt. I don't know what that is. There's so much that I don't know what it is, and we're going to have to explore. So in through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. Thanks, Loretta. Yeah, I like this because, we can communicate directly. But it is kind of lonely being the only person on the screen. In through the nose, out through the toes. I do like it when Howard's here, when Ginny's here, Elizabeth Croydon, let it go. Kamala, just, it's fun. When Todd Lee was here, that was super fun. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. There's Hawaii. That's a great place. Let it go. So I'm trying to relax us all before I jump into the Trash Panda comedy room. But first, I do want to share with you something. I have been looking at how can we have more energy? As you get older, you got to make sure that you have a lot of energy, same energy that you had when you were a kid, because you got stuff to do. And the great comedians of the 80s, a lot of them they did cocaine. I mean, let's just put it out there. I've been watching the Comedy Store, and they were, all on cocaine. And of course, a lot of them are dead. A lot of them got something called cocaine psychosis. So I don't want to go down that, of course. And of course, it's illegal. But I've been looking into some other things. One of them, of course, is meditation. But one of the things that we talk about is chakras. And there's all these different meridians in your body. And if you can line them up right, and you can open up your chakras, apparently you get boundless energy, and you get boundless joy. Almost like an orgasm, they say. Just go with sugarcane, it's safer. Yeah. It hurts the nose though, sugarcane. I mean, I must say it kind of burns when it goes up in the nose. I do enjoy, we had these folks called Travis and Drew from Healing Vibrations. They were on the show, and I want to point this out to you if anybody, might want to check it out. They do sound baths, and this is a sound bath on their website for chakras. Loretta says, would we be able to communicate even more directly after brain implants? According to Tom Kearney, we would be able to communicate emotions with one another. And actually, that is kind of true. I remember when I first started looking into brain implants, because I was writing a script about it, they had this guy in England who had made a brain implant, and he was able to, his wife had one too, and they were able to share their emotions through the brain implant. I mean, that's a bit extreme for me. I know they have the app on the iPhone where you can send your heartbeat, which I have done. I much prefer that. I much prefer that than the diabetes problem. Oh yeah, from doing all the breathing, all the cane sugar up into your nose. Communicate via Bluetooth. Talk about no longer having control over the inside and outside voice. I know that's the thing that they were, that I saw these guys talking about brain, how they put the electrodes on your head and they can see what you're thinking a lot of times. In fact, they will show somebody a video of an elephant, and then they will have somebody think of the elephant, and then they will be able to see in the brain the same exact kind of image of an elephant. It was incredible. I saw this in this Werner Herzog movie. But one of the things they said is that our brain waves are just right there on the surface. I mean, they radiate out onto the surface, and that's why they can put those electrodes on there. But these guys think that because it radiates outside of your head, all they need to do is amplify that. And everybody will be able to know what you're thinking. And that could be a real problem for Howard or Ronan. I just saw Tom Kearney perform at Flappers last week in the Mike Perkins show. Funny man, chiseled. He's quite chiseled. Chiseled actor features. Damn his rugged good looks. I know. And then the talent that's on top of that, it's maybe a quadruple threat, I think. And he's able to make movies. His movie, Brothers Inc., just made it into another film festival, and it is a pilot starring me, of course. Well, I'm in it. I'm not starring in it. Healing Vibrations. Okay, so I'm going to show you this thing that Healing Vibrations made. It is a sound bath for chakras, and it goes through all, however many there are, 7, 8 chakras, and makes the sound for each chakra to open up the chakra. And then we're going to go into the trash pan at a comedy room right after that. Right after that, the comedy will begin. So here's Travis. So that's Travis there with his bowl. And it is...
Welcome to our 1 hour, 7 chakras.
We're not going to do it for an hour,
Delta
of course.
wave binaural beats experience.
We're just looking at it. But you see, he does a different bowl for each chakra.
In this special guided sound bath,
you meditate.
we'll dive deep into a
I'm going to turn it off for a second. You meditate and you listen to these sounds and you think about that particular chakra and the space around it and opening it up. And apparently, if you open up these chakras all the way up your body, you can experience bliss, enlightenment, perhaps clearer thinking. So I invite you to go over to Healing Vibrations. Let's just look at the different ones.
specifically modified version of each singing bowl
There's
chakra
this.
frequency.
I'm just going to not talk for a second
These
while we listen to this.
frequencies have been carefully altered to stimulate your brain to produce delta brainwaves. These are the brainwaves most associated with deep, dreamless sleep.
Don't go to sleep right now. So this is the
And in
lowest
each of these
chakra.
7 meditations, we will pair those delta waves with a meditation exercise specially designed for each of the 7 chakras.
7 chakras. So then he has another one. I'll fast forward here.
And exhale.
That's the next chakra up. It just goes from like your groin area all the way up to above your head.
Deep breath.
I clearly need
And
this.
exhale.
No, there is no, just to be clear, you don't do sugar cane to get high.
One more deep breath.
You don't put it in your nose. Don't do any of that.
And exhale.
Everybody knows my thoughts. Tom needs a new last name. Corny. That would be apt. Hips don't lie.
Observe how the frequencies move through your sacral chakra and reconnect you with all the good feelings you experience inside, allowing you to feel pleasure and contentment in this moment.
So now we'll show you the next one. Yellow.
Deep in your solar plexus.
Solar plexus. It's like here. It's right where I have the JP patches.
Feel the waves of relaxation as they begin to spread from your core throughout your body. Breathe in and exhale.
Digging that. Next one.
Allowing your thoughts to drift away as the frequencies slow your brainwaves with every pulse of these delta
Like that.
waves.
Happy endings for the mind.
Feel that relaxation spreading to the ends of your limbs. Let it
Feeling
all go.
good now. I don't know about y'all, but
Just relax. Breathe in and exhale. Let's take another deep breath in as we relax our third eye even deeper. Breathe in
yeah, maybe someone dropped off.
and exhale.
Some people can't handle it. They can't handle the relaxation. Okay, now we're heading right into the Trash Panda Comedy Club. All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yes, thank you to Healing Vibrations for allowing us to show that on the show. I invite you to go to their channel, their YouTube channel, and check out the rest of the stuff they have there. You can also do that in segments. They've got it like bookmarked, so you can choose a chakra and just maybe do that. Todd Lee says he doesn't need no stinking bowls. His tinnitus gives him all the healing vibrations he can handle. That's nice. Yeah, so healing vibration, that's just an awesome place to go, I tell you. It's super fun. And there are also, they of course do other sounds like gongs and things that are, you can choose what you want. So here we are in the Trash Panda Comedy Club. My Guignel, many of you know Guignel. Guignel was in town this weekend for a visit. Is it weird that I made him go get a COVID test at the airport? Is that weird? It's like there's like a new lower bar of hospitality, I think. I made him get a COVID test. And then is it weird that I made him sleep 10 miles away in Marina del Rey? Is that weird? Is it weird that I, took his temperature every time I saw him? Is it weird that I had those long Q-tips and were jamming them up in his nose every hour and trying my own self-tests? Is that weird? Or is that just the new normal, as they say? I don't know. Maybe Guignel knows. His ass still hurts. Yeah. I told him that it was minimally invasive and that they would actually, just go to his cheek and take the COVID test. But apparently it was much more advanced than that. No way, really. Yes. Well, some of it's true. Some of it is actually true. I did make him get a COVID test at the airport. So there you go. And he did it. So there's a real friend. There is a real friend there. So in Guignel, have you been vaccinated? What the fuck? Better put on that tinfoil hat. I don't know. There's still a percentage that you can get it. And, here in Los Angeles, actually going up. But we don't talk about COVID here too much on the show. What we like to talk about is Zankou chicken. I did, to make up for it, I took Guignol to Zankou chicken. Zankou chicken is the best chicken in the whole wide world. And it's weird. I took him there and I, again, was kind of afraid to go in. I had the mask on, had everything. I did go in, and then I got a little scared and I ran out, sat in my car. Yes, Todd, I am paranoid. Yes. If you lived in Los Angeles, you might be too. I'm sitting there in the car though, and the car hasn't been driven in a while. So it's kind of shedding like a snake. It's this big black sedan and it's all filthy and, because every day is the same. I was getting it washed for a while, but then as every day was the same, it just seemed like it was always filthy, and it just has remained that way. I will get it washed, but this family came out of this SUV next to me, and there were two little girls, no masks, dad, no masks. And they came around the car, and the dad said, "Don't touch that car. It's filthy." And then the little girl, she looked at me behind the wheel and was just like, ew. And it's just keep your filthy little hands off my car. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'm getting a little bit reclusive, perhaps. It was good. Guignol came here, got me out. We drove by the Fourth Wall Cafe. So that was cool. Guignol was quite disappointed. Let's see what y'all are saying. The only thing that was weird was the skunks. People are surprised at how many skunks and how many animals there are in the middle of Los Angeles. It's like an ecosystem here. They were here first. If you believe in those percentages, then I hope you're playing Powerball every day. I think I have less chance of winning the lottery than I do of getting COVID. 1,000 new COVID cases in LA every day right now. Thank you, Loretta. We don't have to, hilarious. There are more cases of genital warts. Well, Todd, I'm worried about that too. So anyway, so we drove over to that Zankou chicken, and I have been talking, Zankou chicken. I talk about it on the show. I've told Guignol about it. It's the best chicken in the whole wide world. And we went over there and he was like, kind of disappointed. He thought it was going to be like a mecca, like Pink's. I don't know if you've ever been to the hot dog. For some reason, there's a hot dog place in Los Angeles called Pink's, and there's just lines around the block. No one knows why. No one who lives in Los Angeles ever goes there. We don't understand what it is. I mean, you go there once, you get a hot dog, and you're like, it is a hot dog. That it's true. It is a hot dog. But at Zankou, no line. Yeah. And they were actually paranoid too. They all had masks on, and they had a table between the counter and us. So we were still backed off, and I was still scared. Yes, Pink's an amazing hype. Totally. So yeah, a little girl looks at me. I felt kind of weird. When a little girl looks at you like that, all you can do is smile, really. All you can do. They'll learn. She'll learn. Then we walked by, Guignol and I went for a walk. Oh, let's see what Todd says here. By the way, talking of murderous histories, do you know the one about the skipper that took the West Seattle, took out the West Seattle Bridge? No, I don't. I'd love to hear that story. It sounds like a crazy story. Even the chickens had masks on. Yeah, they had masks on the chickens as they rotated. All right, let's go to a watch party here. We're going to have some more Trash Panda, I think, at some point. But I want to continue the relaxation that we're having today because this is an important part of lunch therapy. And I want to show you something that maybe you weren't aware of. It's called the Neutral Buoyancy Lab.
As we begin moving toward the north end of the building, we can get a good look at the actual pool.
At NASA.
The pool is 200.
So this is a 360 tour. You can go online. You can do this anytime you want. The cool thing about it is you can move it around.
Is being provided by one of the two overhead demag
and the lady talks too.
These cranes can lift loads up to 20.
Isn't this crazy? Tons. It's a pool where they simulate space.
say hello to astronauts Bob Hines and Canadian astronaut Jennifer Sidey as they begin a day of training on the ISS
Vegetarian
Manga
restaurants,
located
I don't
below the
know.
water surface.
Good point.
This training is possible due to the support
So,
of the
did anyone know about
and
this?
safety divers.
I didn't
One
know
of the
about it.
4 jib cranes lifts the astronauts
It seems
off the
weird
deck
that we
into the
don't.
pool.
I think it's a
These cranes are
conspiracy.
capable of lifting 2 tons.
So anyway,
Which
this
means
is
lifting
just
machines-
awesome. You can go here anytime. You can look all around at the astronauts. I find it enjoyable and relaxing. And the other thing you can do is you can watch Richard Branson play tennis. So Richard Branson, as many of us know, Richard Branson went up into space on Sunday. If you didn't know that, you're hearing it here. First commercial passenger, I guess, non-astronaut, although now he is an astronaut, went up into space. Is it a momentous thing? Does anybody think it's like a big deal? Or is it just a rich guy getting his rocks off? Here he is, Richard Branson, playing tennis in 360. You can watch him. There he is, and you can look all around. He says that on his YouTube channel, everybody asked for this, so he finally is showing it. I actually do find it kind of cool. I mean, if you're really, really bored out of your mind, and you were like, I gotta just, or maybe really stressed out, you could be like, I need to just watch Richard Branson play some tennis, be able to look around like I'm there. This has got to be in New Mexico. I think he lives in New Mexico. Yeah, so go there. It's the Richard Branson channel. What do you all think about him going into space? Is that weird? I think one of the things about the space, they're called Virgin Galactic. One of the things about Virgin Galactic is they have a beautiful, beautiful aircraft. And it's not like Bezos, Jeff Bezos is going into space, and he's going into space in this thing. And I mean, that is the most phallic looking, maybe like penile implant that I've seen in a long time. And both of these guys obviously have ginormous egos. I mean, just that you would put up a video of yourself playing tennis and you're not like a great tennis player. I mean, I don't know, maybe he is. Didn't seem like it. And then this, but at least Richard Branson's thing, I kind of like it better. It's because it's a plane and it goes up in a plane, which is a plane takes it up into the sky and then it launches from there. I don't know if you all have seen this, but it is insane to watch. Let's see if there's something else here about that. Here they are. These are the astronauts this is the crew that went up with him.
Chief pilot Dave McKay. I'll be flying VSS Unity into space.
It's not
on
the
Unity
first time
22
they've put
mission,
people up in
joined by a
space.
full crew of Virgin Galactic
From the
mission
Virgin Galactic,
specialists.
they do it
Pilot
quite
Mike
often.
Masucci. I'll be in the cockpit
And
for my
these are
second
this
spacewalk.
is one of the pilots.
Astronaut 004,
There are
Sarisha
2
Denver.
men pilots.
I'll be testing the researcher experience.
I don't know why they don't let the
Astronaut
women drive.
003,
Maybe they do on
Colin
other
Bennett.
missions, but
I'll
they
be
have, in this one,
evaluating cabin
it's 2
procedures
guys,
during boost and
and they
weightlessness.
are still
Astronaut 002.
afraid to ask
Beth
for
Moses.
directions.
I'll be spaceship cabin lead
It's
and
it's
test
true in
director.
space too. They will not ask for directions. And then, so yeah, they've got this incredible team. They seem super cool. I'm kind of into it. I kind of like it. But and then Richard Branson, there he is in his astronaut thing.
Experience.
And
as the Virgin Galactic founder, I am
so why
proud to
do they
have
do this?
remarkable
What they do is they go up to 50 miles, which is just the edge of where that's officially space. It's not really space, but it's just officially on the edge of space. Apparently, it's like 62 miles is where the actual space really begins, but they give him the benefit of the doubt. Apparently, that's where Jeff Bezos is going to go. He's going to go to the 64-mile place, so he's going to be a little higher up there, a little higher. But the Branson thing is gorgeous. I mean, this plane. This is him in space.
3, 2, 1, release.
There it goes. The plane drops it off and then it shoots up into space. I just think, I mean, I don't know if it's as useful as the Blue Origin's giant penis that explodes into the space and penetrates the atmosphere. I don't know if it's as effective, but this is certainly more elegant, right? Are they each doing this to help the future of humanity or only for their own legacies? Well, this seems to me like both of them are trying to race to be the first billionaire in space or the first non-professional astronaut to go into space. There they are floating around. And
to all you kids down there,
I love that.
I was once a child with a dream, looking up to the stars. Now I'm an adult in a spaceship with lots of other wonderful adults looking down to our beautiful, beautiful Earth. To the next generation of dreamers, if we can do this, just imagine what you can do.
It is pretty amazing. Nazir's here. Good to see you, Nazir. Yeah, so there they are, the adults floating in space, just like he always wanted to be floating in space. Weirdly enough, this is very weird. He arrived to fly into space on a bicycle. So maybe, he's making up for that massive carbon footprint. I don't know. This is a very dramatic video of him arriving to get on the spacecraft. He's got his helmet on, so that's good. This is the spaceport. Have you seen this? This is now, so okay, what they're going to do is they built this spaceport, and then wealthy people can pay a lot of money, $250,000. They can pay $250,000 and they can go up into that little, 50-mile area and float around like Richard Branson was doing there. None of those people paid $250,000, by the way. Those are the test subjects. Each one of them had some kind of a job, and then he was kind of the first commercial passenger. And then they float around. You float around up there. You look out the little window, and they showed the people looking out the window, and they were like, "Wow, it's so high definition." That was one of the things that one of them said, which seems weird because, oh look. The Earth's on fire. Yeah, so it's quite... So they got the spaceport. Now you can sign up on their website and you can go to space. Maybe not tomorrow, but pretty soon. But it seems a little like just an expensive, ride. Like if you go to Puerto Vallarta and they put you on one of those parachutes and you fly up there, and it's usually pretty expensive. You fly up in the air and you've got the big parachute and you're being towed behind a boat and you're like, I might die. This is really scary. Why would I do this? Spaceport looks like a receiver for the space rocket. Well, Todd, I mean, you know about these things. It seems like a good design. It's certainly better than the spaceport, of when I was a youth. That was there it is right there. So yeah, that's where the ultra rich will go to do the equivalent of going up in one of those paragliders for $250,000. So what is the end game? Well, it's weird because this is all about commercial flight. And this is bizarre. I didn't know this, but I'm gonna share this with you because it's astonishing to me. So the International Space Station, it's a giant floating laboratory that was built by many countries: Japan, Russia, the United States, Canada. Lots of countries put modules on this space station, but all of it is done, through governments. But now there's a company called Axiom Space. This is their website. And this little module here, let's see if I can point. Oh, I can't. This little module that's on the end there with a little basket on the bottom, that's going to be like a hotel. Yeah. Does anybody know that this is happening? Thank you, Chuck. That's awesome. So this is a hotel, yeah, and you're going to be able to go in there and stay. How much does it cost? It's a lot. Maybe we can find out, but it's like, I want to say, I don't know. Let's see. Do I know? Do I have this? $55 million. Yes, you'd have to sell, at least one non-fungible token for that. $55 million, you can get it in the spacecraft. And this, you have to go up there, I think in the SpaceX Dragon, or the Boeing has a capsule, and you'll fly up there on a commercial flight, and they'll put you in this little tube for like 10 days. And, they're very serious about the luxury of it. There's that little basket in the bottom where you can go down there and you can look out over space and see the world. I mean, there's the shower. I think that's the shower, I'm guessing. I don't think that's the room. It's quite extraordinary. These are the guys who founded it. And they're going to be, they're building it right now. So get your $50 million, get your non-fungible tokens sold, get a date, or, your husband or your wife, and start to make plans. Looks like solitary confinement. Because that's one of the things they want to do. I mean, other than that, they're going to, of course, sell flights to commercial people that like to go up and do these weird experiments up in space. And then also Virgin Galactic. This is the symbol for Virgin Galactic is, Richard Branson's company is an eyeball. And it's kind of weird because it's actually his eyeball. So there is a little bit of grandiosity. I think somebody needs to maybe put his ego in check. I don't know whether it was his idea or not, but it seems a little much. Seems a little much there, Richard Branson. You're going to make a lot of us jealous. The another cool thing is that on the plane, this is the plane, this is it flying up, and it does this bizarre thing where the wings flip up or the fuselage moves, and then it comes back down like a glider. It's quite amazing. But on the side of the ship, there is this, which is pictures of what he sees to be, I think, what Richard Branson or their marketing or whatever sees to be the evolution of flight. And it starts at the bottom with Icarus. And then it goes to like the Wright brothers, which is probably quite a jump, right? There probably was something there in between, like somebody made like a paper airplane or something, or maybe somebody threw a rock really far or was able to skip. Maybe, there should be a rock in there or something. And then there was like a propeller plane, a jet, a commercial jet, the Apollo, which landed on the moon. And then I think there's 2 Virgin Galactic ships there. So again, taking up a little too much space there, I think, Mr. Richard Branson. But I guess you're going to take up a lot of space. They say weird things too. There's all this marketing about it when we go up into space and then we see the iconic blackness of space. And you're kind of like, is that really iconic? I don't think so. It's sort of it's just space, right? It's just emptiness. I don't know if that's iconic. And then they look back at the Earth and they say, I'm looking at the high definition view of the Earth. It just, I don't know, something's off. But it is pretty exciting. So now we're moving on. I think we've explored that a lot. There's a lot more to explore, but we're running out of time. We're going to go into some wildlife therapy. All right, so I brought this animal on last week briefly. I introduced him. I said I had no idea who this guy was, what he's all about. He's, obviously gorgeous. He obviously, he's called a Tarzier. I never could really figure out how to pronounce it. Tarzier. And he's a monkey. He's a little monkey, tiniest monkey. He's the only completely carnivorous primate in the world. They like to hold their prey in their front hands and then just eat it with their strong jaws and teeth, and they have these super wide mouths. Right? They eat insects. Look at him there. Of course, their eyes are the biggest eyes in proportion to an animal's head in the world, the most gigantic eyes. And that obviously they can see in the middle of the night, but they also don't move their body very much. They can turn their head completely around like an owl. They're like the Linda Blair of monkeys. I don't think so. I think he just likes insects. But you know, as we know, Guignol, all animals love pumpkins, even wolves. So I can't imagine this guy, this little fella. You know, wolves are carnivorous, right? But they love pumpkins as well. So I'm sure he loves pumpkins. He also can jump 5 meters from one tree to the other. He's got, see those legs? Those legs are crazy strong and crazy agile. And he's got those like almost suction cups on his hands. He's actually Tarzier. He's actually named after his ankles. Yeah. Tarzier is the, you know, there's the tarsus bone, Tarzier, or tarsi bone, maybe? Tarsi bone. That's why, because of this crazy ankle that he has. You'd think he'd be named after his eyes, right? Doesn't that seem like the most prominent thing? To be hanging out with Guignol. Boney too much. Yeah, he looks frightened. Somewhat frightened. They have super sensitive ears like bats. So the bat would love to hear that. And they used to be found all over the world, but now they're just mainly in the Philippines and Thailand and I think Malaysia. And it's not surprising, but they just will suddenly spring on their prey. They're like jump right onto them. And they're not to be had as pets because if you keep them in a zoo or anything like that, they tend to just die. They get depressed, they die. That's it. Some, you know, one even, this is terrible. They try and escape so much that one of them even like smashed their own skull trying to escape. So they don't like us. You know, don't go trying to have one of these as a pet. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the Tarzier. If you want to see one, maybe check your local zoo, but probably died by now. Instead, go to Malaysia, go to Thailand. Maybe Jeff Lohman has one. Yeah, I need to make my vacation after my LA weekend with Boney. Guignol and Boney were getting along great, though. I got to tell you, Guignol gave me this awesome gift, which it's a JP Patches bobblehead. I can't tell you how long I have wanted I gotta make the music a little lower here while I talk about this because I don't know how long I have wanted a JP Patches bobblehead, but I mean, it's been a long time. And it's not the kind of thing that you can buy for yourself because people are like, hey, what you got there? You bought something for yourself. And you're like, yeah, I got a JP Patches bobblehead. I don't know. People are like, well, you know, I mean, people are starving in the world and you're buying a bobblehead. So it's great when somebody buys it for you. I actually even asked, my mom said to me, hey, what do you want for Christmas? And I said, well, I don't really need anything, but I would love a JP Patches bobblehead. And she kind of acted like I didn't say it. Because I didn't really compute, I don't think, to her that I would want such a thing. Street monkey. Is that the bobblehead? I should have made him take it out of the box while he was there. Yeah, that's the thing. Do you take them out of the box? Do you have to buy another one to keep it in the box? I'd probably take it out of the box. That'd be good. All right, folks. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for exploring the Tarzier. Hey, Joel, take it out of the box. Should we have an unboxing? Right here on Lunch Therapy, we're going to have the JP Patches unboxing. Now, I hear these are very popular, these unboxings. So I'm sure this will get us a lot of hits, right? A lot of eyeballs. By the way, everybody. I gotta say thank you to all the hummingbirds out there, because we, believe it or not, haven't made a big deal of this at all. We reached 1,000 subscribers, which was a big goal here on the lunch therapy, Joel Marshall's lunch therapy. I hate to take away from the unboxing, because now, 1,000 subscribers is going to be nothing after the unboxing. And he comes out here and, oh, look, he's got a little, it's actually called a nodder, not a bobblehead. That must be something that is, I bet you somebody has the rights to bobblehead. So you have to call it a nodder. Sounds like a British thing. So this is the JP Patches nodder. Trevor Stewart, this damn monkey will haunt my dreams. He's a pleasant little fellow. A little vicious if you're an insect or something. Ruin the value. Oh, well, too late. Just don't let Boney get a hold of it. Yeah, I mean, like, what? Like, do you think? Don't do it. I did it. It's already done. It actually was not that much packaging. There's not, I mean, I could put it back, but I'm not going to, because this is going to get a lot of use. I don't know for what, but it's going to get a lot of use. Anyway, thanks Trevor Stewart for being here and getting haunted by the Tarzier. Today's show, Outer Space and Inner Space. Chakras. Yes, there has to be some kind of cohesive theme here, right? Woo, 1,000 subscribers. Thank you very much, Guignol. I could never have done it without all of you, of course. Let's have a celebrational dance break. There's going to be some slow banjo. One of my favorite YouTube performers in general is, believe it or not, his name is Kyle McKerney. We had Tom McKerney at the top of the show. This is another wraparound. Now we have Kyle McKerney at the end of the show playing a Beatles song. Everybody loves the Beatles, right?
Oh, darling, please believe me. I'll never do you no harm.
Where's this little banjo guy? He's coming.
Oh, believe me when I tell you, I'll never do you.
I love
no
slow banjo.
harm.
There he is. That's the guy that plays the slow banjo. I wouldn't mess with him, you know.
Oh, darling,
Steve Martin plays the slow banjo.
if you leave me, I'll never make it alone.
It's a great song, huh? Great performers,
believe
great
me when I
song.
beg you,
So
I'll
smooth.
never make it alone. Yeah, when you told me you didn't need me anymore, well, you know I nearly broke down and died. Oh, when you told me.
Thanks everybody for joining in today. I didn't get to everything that I wanted to get to. But you know, what can you do?
Oh, darling, if you leave me, I'll never make this on my own.
Sounds bad.
Oh, believe me when I tell you,
Loretta, you're hilarious.
never do this alone.
I got my dancing pals today. So thanks to Kyle McKerney. I have this hilarious dog that I want to show you next week. But Friday, join me for Interview Friday right here on this channel. Rock it! Thanks, Trevor, for being here. So great to see you. Yeah! Have a great weekend? No. All right, Old Clapboard Productions. Yeah, we're going to get to that. Sorry, Old Clapboard Productions. We didn't get to the fantastic dog, but I'm holding that off. A let you know when it's gonna be on. Ciao. See y'all later.
I never